So today, let's start with the starter. So we're gonna do a starter. This one doesn't start at all. I just tried to test it to power it on. The solenoid doesn't work, and the starter or the motor doesn't spin itself as well. So we're gonna run through it and check exactly what could be wrong with it. So I'm just gonna strip it now so that we can put everything apart and see how we test every part and understand how it functions. But basically, a starter's job is to start the engine. So it helps. So when this guy comes out, it spins the flywheel. When the flywheel starts spinning, the crankshaft starts moving again. When the crankshaft starts moving, the pistons go up and down, and then everything that's attached to the timing chain or the timing belt start rotating. Then the sensors see where every part is sitting. Then the computer box sees, hey, this is what's happening. Then the car starts moving by itself, or the engine starts running by itself. So let's open it up and check what's up with it quickly. Okay guys, so Felice, I've just stripped it. It looks like the brush is burned. I don't know if there was a short circuit that happened inside, or something must have happened and something must have burned, and I see there's quite a lot of grease inside of here. So let's run through it quickly, understand what part is what. Okay, sharp, we have the first part, which is the solenoid. I'll explain the job of the solenoid. And then we have, here is the motor with the commutator inside. And then we have this section here, which is basically a mechanical part. So this joins, marries this one, the solenoid and the starter motor into this. So this guy is our main guy. He's responsible for making things work. He's responsible for making sure that the flywheel spins. All right, so how does it do that? First of all, the commutator. Well, the solenoid, sorry, not the commutator, the solenoid. The solenoid works with a spring, and it works with electromagnetic. I can relate to the body of the starter and the body of the car. We refer it as ground, so meaning the negative terminal on the battery is connected to the body of the car. So sharp. So we know that the starter is also connected onto the body of the car, so meaning the whole starter body is negative, so we don't need to have a negative lead onto it. We only have one lead going to the solenoid, which is the positive one coming from the relay or the key of the car. So when you start the car, power comes through into the pin and then creates a magnetic field inside of here, and then it pulls this guy, this one here, it pulls it in. And then when it pulls it in, two things happen. Here's the first thing that happens. This guy connects onto here, like here, inside here. So when it pulls, this is what happens. It pulls, it goes back in. And it will force, after you switch off the key or after you release the key, this will go back to its normal position again. So you start the key, it comes out, you release the key, it goes back to its original position. So that's the first part that this guy does. So sharp. So I'm not going to use this for now, I'm just going to put it on the side. And then we have this now. I'm going to use it. I'm just going to take out the spring. We have this now. This is what happens. The second part that this thing does. As soon as this thing has been excited, it pushes back. So when it pushes back, there's a guy that gets pushed back in, which we can say is a switch or a solenoid switch. Let's call it that. Or yeah, solenoid switch. So then it closes the circuit. So this and this are the same thing, but power comes through here and comes out through here, but only comes out as soon as the magnetic field has been excited and the piston goes in, and then the switch comes on. So sharp. Let's test it quickly. Continuity again. Put it together. There's no noise. Press it down. There is a beeping noise. So as soon as you kick on the switch, it closes the circuit, then power passes through. When power passes through, there's this lead here. You'll always see it. It comes out and goes into this section here. This one. like here, it goes in like that. But then this guy states it's sitting like this, the commutator part. So when it's sitting like this, inside here are brushes. Here we go, there are brushes. Here's the positive one, so there are our 2 positive brushes, and there's another 2. Those are the negative brushes attached onto the ground of the body, onto the ground of the car. So as soon as power passes through, it passes onto the commutator, and then it goes on the commutator bars. So it goes onto the commutator bars and then passes electricity into the commutator, and then a magnetic field gets developed. When the magnetic field gets developed, this guy starts spinning. It doesn't use electromagnetics on the body because they have magnets sitting inside of there. Always check if these magnets are not cracked as well. So then it starts spinning. When it starts spinning, there are gears in here. Those gears start spinning this guy. So sharp. So this guy then, this thing, it transfers all the spinning movement onto this, and then the solenoid pulls this, and then it sits on the flywheel, and the flywheel starts spinning. So let's try and see how we can troubleshoot everything in this case. If you start your car and then it just clicks, you can hear a clicking noise. So meaning probably the solenoid is kicking out, but it's not spinning. Where do we go first? We go to our brushes. In fact, first we go check if there is power passing through there. 2 ways to do it: continuity by taking out the solenoid and doing exactly what I did by pushing this in. Or second of all, just start it and then have a positive lead sit here and another lead sit on the body of the starter. Then if you have 12 volts, then you know there is power coming out, so it's not going to the brushes. Second of all, we take out the brushes and we check what could be wrong. Maybe the brushes are finished. So to take out the brushes, you do not necessarily need to strip it like this. There's a back cover. You just take out the back cover and then you'll see the brushes. And remember, when you take out the brushes, try and take out the back cover, there will always be this guy. It looks like a circlip, or rather, is it a circlip? Yeah, that locks here. So just take out this guy, and then you'll be able to take out the rear cover. Then you'll be able to see the brushes. Just go by the whole brushes. Don't even try and solder them, because sometimes it doesn't work. But if you don't find this guy, then you can try and solder them onto this and see if it will work. But you need to really do a great soldering job. Or rather, if you have the one where you can press it and then it can, I'll speak about that another day. But yeah, guys, that's how a starter works. If you do have any questions, you can ask them, then we can run through the video and discuss them, or maybe I'll post another video if I didn't describe something very well. Can this go? Yes, this can go. But if you want to know how to test it, we can do that as well. I'll show you a video of how to test it. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. But you can visually inspect it, man, if there are any bends, if there are anything that looks cut. But usually they never go bad, except if your commutator bars are done. But yeah, sharp, guys. Before I wrap it up, inspect this guy as well, guys. Check if it does rotate, and if it does rotate, those gears inside will spin around. And then check if everything looks okay, the grease is there, and check if this guy, there's no damage on this guy. So please, guys, inspect it clearly as well and see if there are no damages onto any of these parts. Sure.